All right, everybody, welcome back to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I'm your man, Triple R. And man, hopefully it looks like this deal might not get signed. This debt ceiling deal is horrible for Americans. It's probably one of the worst deals out there. Basically, they're going to add $4 trillion to the debt. This deal will go through 2025, so whoever's elected the next president will have to deal with the new ceiling. By then, we're going to be so much in debt. This thing doesn't get rid of the IRS agents. It gets rid of 2%. Basically, this keeps everything Biden wants. All his little crappy little programs, everything he wants in tax. I don't know how Kevin McCarthy came up with this plan. This plan is awful. So it goes to show you Kevin McCarthy's a bum. He's a rhino. And hopefully, I don't know if they're going to try to get him out. You know what I'm saying? Get him out because it only takes one person now to get him impeached or whatever. So McCarthy did it to himself. I mean, he talks all this stuff. Hunter Biden, January 6th, he's going to release the tapes. He gave the tapes to Tucker, but Tucker got censored. Tucker got fired. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The Patriot 20 were out. The Freedom Caucus was out today. They were giving interviews outside of the Capitol Hill. And they had a lot to say, but we're going to get into that. And we're also going to get into Kevin McCarthy, I guess, because he's trying to get some heat off the debt ceiling, the crappy deal he brokered with Joe Biden. I guess he's asking Ray to give the financial documents for Joe Biden and Hunter Biden's, I guess, financials. They got the document, but they won't release it. They were supposed to release it last week, I believe, week and a half ago. Today was a deadline. I do not know if it came across. I guess we could check together because, you know, that's what we do. We live. We got internet, baby. So without further ado, let's get into the show. All right. Let's pull up some of these Freedom Caucus members. One of my favorite right now, probably my favorite right now is Brian Donalds. I love him. Anna Luna. I love her. Let's see if we can't find this Anna Luna clip. She's, I guess Matt Gaetz has been filling in on Newsmax, and everybody's all mad because he's on the news giving the stuff, but he's pretty good at it. I like Matt Gaetz. Let's pull this up. Okay, there we go. Let's play a little bit of this.
You know, unfortunately, I don't think it's doing much for the American people. You know, the way that it's being chalked up is that it's, quote unquote, historical savings for the American people. But when you actually look at the context of the bill, it's really going to put us towards $4 trillion more in debt. And that's not what we initially had agreed upon, nor initially expected really coming out of the speaker. So I will not be voting for that. I think that it's only going to contribute to some of the problems that we have in this country. And I just want to remind people, remember how the GOP was signaling that we were going to defund those 87,000 IRS agents? Well, in this deal, that's not the case.
No, that's
not the case. Unfortunately, I don't think it's doing.
No, that's not the case at all. She's very right on about that. I mean, I just don't understand what Kevin McCarthy was thinking. I mean, I really don't. I mean, this guy's I don't know. He says the things, like I said earlier on, I'm glad he had to struggle through all that stuff. Maybe he's going to realize that maybe they're going to go back. You also had Lowen Bobart out.
And get our economy back on track.
She's out here.
The bill we are considering tomorrow does none of these things and is more Washington gimmicks from the swamp that kicks the proverbial can down the road. Tomorrow's bill hands Biden a blank check as it doesn't actually set a debt limit. This is an unlimited debt increase, allowing him to spend as much money as he wants through the end of his term.
Yeah, we're not going to. Yeah, and we're not going to have that. We're not going to have none of that. We don't want that. So it looks like it's making enough news. The vote does come up Wednesday, tomorrow, so it'll be up tomorrow. All the Democrats are definitely signing on. They're like, hell yeah, we're signing on. So why would that be a good deal for Kevin McCarthy and the Republicans who are trying to take back America like ourselves? I mean, they're running this country into a crap hole. We need somebody. I'll take Robert F. Kennedy Jr., baby. Bring him in. He's talking all the good stuff. He talks all the good stuff. I like all that. Bring him in, baby. Bring him in. But they don't like him. It scares everybody. They get Biden. They get Kennedy Jr. out there. Robert Kennedy Jr. out there, boy. They gonna do him like they did his uncle and his father. Because he knows, he sees it all. He knows the CIA. He knows the FBI is all corrupt. And what I really like is my man, Brian Donalds. I mean, he's out there. He basically explains it real good. He explains it real good that it's all gimmicks. You know, it's all gimmicks. We're just hanging out on Memorial Day. Memorial Day was this weekend. Hopefully everybody had fun with their families and, you know, and be thankful for all the ones that, you know, gave up their lives to help us out so we can continue, hopefully, get this country back together. And then let me get that Brian Donalds guy in here because I love him. He's one of my favorite. I hope Trump picks him as vice president or he runs for president. He's got common sense. I don't know. I don't see any gimmicks from him. Nothing like that. He just talks real stuff, and it's like none of this nonsense and none of this other stuff. But let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's bring this up. All right, here we go. This is the man right here. There we go. There it is.
First things first, to the American people, Washington is doing it again. While you were celebrating Memorial Day, all of our men and women who gave their lives for this great nation, and you were spending time with your family and your friends, this town was cutting another crap deal that's going to put you more in debt with no real changes whatsoever. So the American people need to understand full and well, do not listen to the talking points. Do not listen to the cool phrases that are being thrown out in commercials on CNN or Fox or MSNBC, because Washington is lying again. This bill has no cap in raising the debt, just a date in the future. We have no idea what that number is going to look like. Some people are saying $4 trillion. Some people are saying $3.5 trillion. This bill in year one might cut $12 billion if you just want to be generous. So who here thinks it's cool to cut $12 billion in exchange for $4 trillion? I don't think that's cool at all.
Hell no.
This bill actually keeps the Biden baseline intact.
Yeah, it keeps all that trash, all that Biden trash just stays there. And we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that, right? We don't want none of that. And then, I mean, I like it, baby. I like it. We breaking through the ceilings, baby. We breaking through the ceilings. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. I got merch up. Got this brand new hat on. I don't know if y'all like it, but it's out there. But you don't have to buy it. You know, I buy my own stuff. But let's also get into this Biden document that the FBI will not release. Christopher Wray will not release it. He went on the news and he was basically point blank asked about he was going to, bring in charges, I guess, contempt on Christopher Wray, the head of the FBI. Let's see if we can pull this up.
We have jurisdiction over the FBI, which they...
Oh, my. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's pull this up, people. You know, a little technical difficulties. We knew, man. We figured out this OBS. But let's play this. It's the highlights from Kevin McCarthy on, looks like Fox and Friends in the morning or something.
What could you tell us about Christopher Wray cooperating at some point with something he has to constitutionally do with Comer?
Look, Comer subpoenaed the document that he's requested. We have jurisdiction over the FBI, which they seem to act like we do not. I personally called Director Wray and told him he needs to send that document. Today is the deadline. So let me not just tell you, let me tell Director Christopher Wray right here, right now. If he misses the deadline today, I am prepared to move contempt charges in Congress against him. We have jurisdiction over this. He can send us that document. We have the right to look at that, Republicans and Democrats alike in that committee. And if he does not follow through with the law, we will move contempt charges against Christopher Wray and the FBI.
You know what he says,
they are
Mr.
not
Speaker,
above the law.
Mr. Speaker, but what is...
Yeah, they're basically going to say, well, so there's national security. There's no national security, see? It's all smoke and mirrors just to get off the other stuff. It's all a game to them, man. It's just a game to them. They don't care. Like they say, you know what I'm saying? It's just a game. We always got to remember, We in the jungle, baby. We got to stay alive. We got to stay alive. Don't get dead. We got to get rid of all this BS. I mean, just, I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. Hopefully we can figure it out together. But none of it makes sense. So you got the debt ceiling that's trash. You got the FBI hiding documents. You got, I mean, you even got the, remember the guy that drove into the White House in the U-Haul? Be careful about that. I don't know what happened to there, but that guy right there, they dropped all the charges. Why would they drop all the charges? I believe he was an illegal immigrant, and they just dropped the charges on him. That's it. On Sa Kadu, Kandula, the East Asian immigrant terrorist with the Nazi flag. You know what I mean? It just got rid of him. Well, nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here. So we got to be careful out there, baby. We got to be careful out there. And it's just none of the thing makes sense. And then also, I think with FTX was out there, remember Sam Bankman-Friedman? I guess they're dropping some charges in that case all quietly. I guess they're sweeping a lot of stuff under the rug. They had all that money got pumped into the Democrats, but they're gonna find ways to. They're trying to. I think Bahamas extracted him wrong or something, so they're gonna drop some charges. I mean, I just don't understand. I guess you give that much money, probably know a lot of stuff. You can end up going to jail. So, but other than that, people, I think we all stay safe. We all stay safe, and the only thing I can think of is that. Nothing makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We got to get into some flat earth, baby. I don't know. YouTube might kick me off the channel if we get into some flat earth. Maybe anybody want to hear a flat earth? I got some good flat earth stuff. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in, baby, to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. Make sure you stay safe.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
And that's the facts.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's the bottom line. And I will see you all tomorrow, baby. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll see if the FBI, and we'll see if this deal goes through. Hopefully this debt ceiling deal does not go through. And I love you all, and make